Ooh.
What? Oh.
Oh shit.
Part 2.
Part 2.
1. Anyway. So, Shawn Michaels.
What a career, man. What a fucking career.
Damn.
You know.
What can you say about him?
I mean,
that hasn't been said.
Yeah. Multiple times.
Mr. WrestleMania. The icon.
The showstopper.
The main event.
The icon.
Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which was given to him by Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig. Because it was doing one of his matches. I believe it was a Raw. I might be wrong.
Superstar or something like that.
Yeah. And you could
when Kurt Hennig was doing the commentary because he had that back injury.
Yeah, and he looks at Vince and goes, "He's the Heartbreak Kid, McMahon." You know?
But Shawn Michaels made his debut, I believe it was 1985.
Are we talking his pro debut period?
Pro, 1985. Yeah. Mid-South Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Billy Jack Haynes, I think it was, yeah. Then eventually he went, it was a World Class Championship Wrestling. He was there for a short minute. And of course AWA, when he got his big break, sort of, him and Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers.
Yes, but Marty was in there first, and he said that Shawn was going to come up and they were going to team together.
Yeah. And Marty was like already old, was older than Shawn Michaels, So, they got together. I mean, and the thing is, when Shawn Michaels came up in AWA back then, it wasn't his first time tagging with Marty. It was just they did tag before.
Yeah.
And it was just like, fluid movement. They said, we got something here. And then, Marty said, I need a partner. And I said, who's going to be? He's like, Marty Jannetty. I said, really? So.
But let's mention also, and I know that Shawn, remembers this too, the series of matches that the Midnight Rockers had with Playboy Buddy Rose and Doug Summers. Yeah,
Pretty Boy Doug Summers. And who was their manager at the time?
Sensational Sherry.
Yep. And
Sherry Martel.
Oof. But the one they had at the Tropicana was Showboat, Showboat. That bloody...
That proved those kids could stand in there with those two guys.
Yeah.
And they took them a year to get the AWA tag team titles.
A
year, but it meant, it was like when the Guns finally won the TNA tag title.
Took them 3 years.
Took them 3 years, but man, it meant so fucking much.
Yeah. So, they got it, and then they had Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty got a chance to go to WWE.
Not so much.
Kind of, and somebody else's mind blew it. Even though, the truth is they didn't.
But I love the idea, what Vince said.
Those boots.
Those boots are made for walking.
Oh, no. Oh, come on in. You're fired.
Yeah.
So they go back. Shawn Michaels goes back with Marty Jannetty, making shit money. But
Mid-South, they did a little bit in AWA. They did some in Kansas.
Yeah. Shifted around. But Shawn Michaels, they came back to WWE for another chance.
Ooh, I also want to mention, they did wrestle in Memphis. They did do a little bit of in Memphis.
And then AWA. They were switching around.
And for Jerry Jarrett and Jerry King Lawler.
Yep. So, but then they come back to WWE as the Rockers. And
wow.
Boy, did the legends start.
That's where it blew up, I think. And I think that unless you were kind of... Because at one point in time, or at least for the younger people that are watching this...
Yeah.
In the days of the AWA, WCCW, NWA, a lot of those promotions were very compartmentalized into that area. They didn't really travel outside of the areas in the territorial system.
Yeah.
I know you know that because in California you had the Guerreros and you also had the San Francisco area, which was very big for Ray Stevens.
And Samoans, too.
And the Samoans, which were, Ray Stevens and Pat Patterson were a huge draw.
In the Bay Area.
In the Bay Area.
Obviously.
But
so back to Shawn Michaels, it was 1988, I believe it was. They made their debut.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was WrestleMania 5, the first WrestleMania?
Yeah, against Akeem and the Big Boss Man. The Twin Towers.
Nice choice.
Yeah. And they actually had a pretty good match.
But, and most people don't know, they technically were tag team champions, but
not really.
Not officially.
They're just now realizing.
If you watch the Shawn Michaels Heartbreak and Triumph DVD, you know what we're talking about.
They're just now starting to recognize it, but not really, because they didn't recognize it when it was happening.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's under the books.
It's in the books, but not
officially.
You know.
So anyway, but as the time goes on, you know, Shawn Michaels was getting that drive to want to go solo, and boy, did he make it that mark.
I will tell you this: that is one of those moments that it has to make a list of important moments.
Obviously,
you know, because that was where he became. Because getting blood, getting any kind of color at that point in time was really a no-no.
No.
So when they pulled Marty out and he had color on his face and he was bleeding, that was like,
holy.
I mean, this was not the Attitude Era.
This is 1992.
Yeah.
It was 1992, and you put a guy's head through a glass.
Yeah, pre-ECW.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days when stuff like that was kind of against the rules, but it made a lot of impact with everybody, because then Shawn was the hated heel.
Yeah, he was the biggest antagonist probably in that company's history.
And then
the boy toy thing.
Who did they partner him with as his manager?
Sherry Martel.
Sensational Sherry.
Damn. Now why?
The why is because she was only seen with champions. She had been a manager for Flair. She had been a manager for DiBiase. So.
Well, the thing is, it was Flair. She was from before Flair, but she was with Summers and Rose,
right?
DiBiase, and Savage, of course,
right?
But she got Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is still a green solo wrestler. Sharon Martel's already established her name,
right?
So basically, he rose to fame by association at that point, you know, and then. Rose, won the Intercontinental Championship from British Bulldog. A little bit of a clean win, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides the turnbuckle being missing. But, he had great matches and made history. Had the very first ladder match with Bret Hart.
But also, I've got to say, not the very first ladder match in WWE, but the first one that people believe was pretty much... Because I believe the first one was unpublished. It was... on a house show, wasn't it, or something?
It was a house show. It was for like a video.
Yeah.
So it wasn't televised, so to speak.
That one was.
It was, but
damn.
But of course, we all know if you're talking about ladder matches and Shawn Michaels, where do you start? WrestleMania 10.
WrestleMania 10.
Damn.
That was a hell of a match.
Hell of a match.
Him and Razor Ramon, the bad guy.
What was that?
My lame attempt.
Okay.
Basically, like his career has been lately.
Like Jim Cornette said, this is 10 years without putting 3 asses in the seats.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Kind of like an Ann Coulter interview. You really don't want to watch it.
If you don't know who Ann Coulter is...
Google it.
Yeah, or was she on CNN?
Fox News.
Whatever.
That's all you have to say.
Anyway, so Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, big ladder match WrestleMania 10, as what Triple H would say when he hit Ric Flair, said Shawn Michaels had a match with the ladder, had to be somebody else in there.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels went out and had a match with a ladder. There just happened to be another guy in the ring.
Damn.
Ow.
How bad of this is that to Scott Hall?
Yeah.
And what's a way to top that? Hey, why not have a sequel? SummerSlam '95. I think it was both matches. Shawn Michaels mooned the crowd involuntarily.
Involuntarily.
I don't know. Well, ladies went crazy, and some guys, if they're went crazy too.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that. To each his own. But '95 also, before that second ladder match, he also made history. Being the very first guy in the Royal Rumble, went through the end.
1 to
30.
There've only been 2 people that have done that. You know who the other one is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mighty Chris Benoit.
Thank you. So, but Shawn Michaels, then was a little fast forwarding, 1996, Iron Man match.
Ooh. Over an hour.
Over an hour. That's inclusive of sudden death. Finally wins that big one. The WWE Championship. And what does Vince McMahon say?
The boyhood dream has come true.
And boy, did it.
Yeah. That was a hell of a match.
And that was a big step for him. The WWE pushed all that on Shawn Michaels. Like, this is the guy that carried the company now.
And Shawn did.
Yeah.
He carried the title in the company throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
And Shawn and I have talked about this many times, that there would not have been a WWE, and we've said this about Hogan and Austin and the McMahons, but through the dark times, that really, when they were getting their butts whooped by WCW, Shawn Michaels was the man.
Yeah. And he held it. Had some really great matches. First Hell in a Cell.
He won.
Ah.
Though it wasn't exactly a clean win. That was a clean.
And boy, did he take a whooping.
Yeah.
Was that chair shot?
Oh, dear God. We just saw that thing again, man.
Concussion City.
Yeah. That's how you throw a chair shot.
Like I said, that's how you take one.
Yeah.
And how do you get up from that? I don't know.
First Elimination Chamber. He won. He was also the first man to be the Grand Slam champion. He was the first one.
Yep. And you know what that is? Look it up. So he won every singles title, every major title actually, at that time in WWE. At that time, the European champion was still in existence.
Yes, he won it from Bulldog. Bulldog never really had that good of a time against Shawn.
In England.
Yeah. He never really had good luck against Shawn. No.
No. It all dates back to the Rumble. 95 Rumble.
Intercontinental, Rumble, World title, European. Not so good against Shawn.
Yeah,
Shawn was definitely his kryptonite.
Yeah, pretty much. But also 98, kind of a downfall.
That casket match.
Damn. Yeah. That's where Shawn Michaels compressed his spine, broke his back. And he had to be out. He was out for 4.5 years.
But he still showed up to WrestleMania 14 to be there for Steve.
Yeah. Damn.
And Shawn Michaels proved how much of a tough motherfucker he really is.
Yeah. Just like Kurt Angle was working with a bad neck against Lesnar.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 19. Austin was working with a bad, the way his condition in WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
So
he and Rock went out and had a great match.
So for those who think those pro wrestlers ain't tough,
Yeah. Really.
You try it.
Yeah.
You try breaking your neck.
One name. Mick Foley.
Yeah. You try going out there with broken bones or concussion or whatever.
Mick Foley, Sabu.
Yeah.
You people
Anderson.
You people know about Sabu. If you don't, well, why the fuck are you watching this?
Yeah. So, but Shawn Michaels, great career. I mean, when he came back, first he was the commissioner. But the personal side of it was down.
When he came back, he had great matches with everyone. Shelton Benjamin, Kurt Angle,
Triple H.
I mean, that series went a year and a half at least.
Oh, Triple H.
Him and Triple H just went maybe 2 years.
Yeah, at least.
And then,
but the thing is, people always look at the professional side of Shawn Michaels. They never knew about the personal side.
Right, he was a
mess.
He was a mess
when he left.
He was.
He was a mess.
And then he found, but before he found, his belief and his religion,
before he found God,
he was already married and had his oldest son,
Cameron.
Cameron,
and he was married to
Rebecca.
And don't know who that is? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. She was actually a Nitro girl.
She was the impetus behind him finding it.
Yeah.
But the one thing that sparked it, the
moment,
him hitting bottom was when I think he was sleeping and he had passed out from whatever he was on, and Cameron came up and he wanted to sit down there and he goes, "What?
like Daddy's asleep.
What's wrong with Daddy? And I just want to have cookies with Daddy or something like that."
Yeah.
And Rebecca told him, and he just that was it.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels was going to tuck Cameron in, I guess.
Yeah.
And said, "Where are the cookies at?" And Rebecca was saying, "You ate them all. You and Cameron ate them all," and he couldn't remember a damn thing, and that's it.
Yep, that was it. That was it.
Then he found out Rebecca got back in the Bible study, and God bless her. That's all I gotta say.
Mm.
No,
because I think she
influenced him. Being a born again. Actually, and also the pastor at that church they went to.
I think it pretty much saved his life. Honestly.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't worried about professional wrestling at that time.
No.
He wanted so bad to be a good dad, be a good husband, and be a good person all around. And what happened after he was saved, and boy, did that change him for completely.
Yeah.
And what I think that the pastor of that church who helped him,
yeah,
he asked him, "Do you need Jesus in your life?" He said, "You know something? Yeah, I do." And boy,
I'm a former addict. Let me tell you, it ain't easy.
no,
It's a day-to-day thing, man.
so
Day to fucking day.
but then what I heard also when we also watched how Shawn Michaels came forward and paid off a home to two kids who lost their mom.
Yeah.
He anonymously paid off a home.
Out of his own
Money.
Yeah, his own money.
He paid it off. I don't know how much it is, but still.
But here's another thing. That guy you see on the TV now, Daniel Bryan,
Who trained him?
Shawn Michaels, Rudy Boy Gonzalez, and William Regal.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Lance Cade, may he rest in peace. He trained him.
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick.
And who else? I think.
Paul London, but, well...
No.
But, Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson was trained in part by Rudy Boy Gonzalez and Shawn Michaels, and in part by
William Regal. So, I don't know. But Shawn Michaels has done a lot for this business. Now, when he came back in 2002, 8 years.
8 years.
I mean, he didn't have to. He had his life set. He had a wife, had a son. And eventually they had another little child, little girl, Cheyenne.
Yeah.
I think that's her name, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, yeah.
Man, Shawn Michaels had it made, professionally and personally.
Mm-hmm. He didn't have to come back and have the matches and do what he did.
Yeah.
And with all the guys that he worked with, but he did because he loves the business.
Yeah.
And
the fans welcomed him back.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. It's like when anybody comes back. It's like when Jericho came back.
Mm-hmm. They welcomed him.
Yeah.
When Austin came back.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're over with the fans before you leave, you still be, and you come back well, you'll be over.
Yeah.
So.
And.
But especially later on, Shawn Michaels he won a world title in the first chamber match.
Mm-hmm.
A couple tag team titles. And that's about it. But still, he wasn't focused on titles. He loves performing for the fans, and he's at a point where he can help young guys get over, like John Cena.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 23.
And the London match.
God.
Which was damn good.
How many times can we not talk about that?
That was such a great match.
So.
And they gave it away free.
Yeah, on Raw.
On Raw.
That was pay-per-view quality.
Uh-huh. They went over an hour.
Yeah. So.
And that put John Cena on the map as being that this guy can go for over an hour with one of the greatest of all time. We need to start looking at him.
Yeah.
And paying attention.
So.
No, I'm going to stop Sean for a second. Cena, about as vanilla as ice cream when it comes to his promos. But the guy is tough. He busts his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He'll bleed like a motherfucker.
See that?
Yeah. And also...
He can't be funny. I mean, come on.
He can't be funny. But also... He's a fucking horse. That guy is a fucking horse, man. He works harder than anybody I've ever seen.
You want to mess with him?
No.
Thank you.
I respect that man to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Not like Kodrick, but we won't go there. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, so...
Shawn helped him. He didn't really need to help Kurt, but God, that match was badass.
Series.
Yeah, the series, but that WrestleMania match was sick.
No shit.
The match that he had with Shelton Benjamin, where I thought that I thought he killed him.
Oh shit. May 2005. It was a Gold Rush tournament match. Nobody knew who they were facing, but people were like, wow. Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin. And Shelton Benjamin was way over at the time.
And he came off that rope and boom!
Knocked him out.
Yeah. Done.
So, but fast forward, let's talk about the latter years of Shawn Michaels' career. The match I saw at WrestleMania 25.
Yes, which I thought was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania history.
Yeah, right up there with Steamboat and Savage, I tell you right now.
Yeah.
So
one of the best.
And then I got to personally see it live in Houston. Thank God.
You got to feel that live.
No shit.
You know?
Then of course, WrestleMania 26.
No, let's go all the way back. Let's go before. Oh. Let's go back to 24.
Oh, Ric Flair.
If you didn't feel that match, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
You don't have a heart. That was incredible.
Yeah.
I
mean, that moonsault he took onto the table.
Oh! But But not just that. I mean, it told such an amazing
Story. Yeah.
You know, he gave it. He
didn't, and at first he didn't want to do it.
No.
Story wise,
he gave Rick everything, and Rick just kept, you know.
It's like, come on,
yeah, I mean they.
And look, Rick Flair said, "Give it to me, come on."
Yeah.
And what did he say? "I'm sorry, I love you."
Yep, that was amazing. The one that he did with the match that he had with Taker, the first one, 25, which was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, he's also a former
Unified Tag Team
champion with Hunter. I think that's one of the things they always wanted to do.
Yeah, be tag champions.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, 25 was great, and then 26,
which saved WrestleMania 26's ass.
That's about it.
Yeah, that was the only thing that really mattered.
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
But yeah, but 26, that was his final match, and we say his final match.
Yeah,
he has lived up to his word since his retirement.
Unlike some people will know.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, he has lived up to his word almost a year. You know, he's been asked so many times, will you get back in the ring for one more time? I don't think he will.
And when he showed back up on Raw after the announcement that he was being inducted, you heard the crowd.
Oh my God.
One more match. One more match.
And he's like, no. Well, actually, he didn't even say a word because
he didn't have to.
You know, but I mean, when I heard when Jerry Law was out there talking about, you know, this Hall of Famers have qualities like charisma, passion, skills, and the respect of the fans, and that this man has all of them, especially the respect of the fans, and has been deservedly being known as a first ballot nominee. And when that video played, and you heard that announcement from San Antonio, you couldn't see me, but I marked out like crazy. I
was so emotional. I mean, you know who it was.
Yeah.
You know,
you hear San Antonio, Texas. Who else you can think of?
Yeah, because Taker's from Houston, so.
Yeah, and Austin's from Victoria. He's already in though.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear that, damn.
We need to do an entire show on Texas wrestling.
Should.
Yeah.
But to see that video package of Shawn Michaels, song was great too, by the way.
Yeah.
But damn, then, Mr. WrestleMania, how fitting.
Mr. WrestleMania.
So
I think there's only been two men that have ever performed at such a high level. One's Shawn, the other one's Taker.
That's it.
That's it.
So.
If
you got something different, I pity you.
I'm sorry, but there's nobody else. I think that Bret Hart did for 12 of them.
Triple H did them for 14.
Triple H, but no one.
The level of the wrestling level, what they put on the match of that, the quality of that matches. Yeah. I mean, jeez.
I think Austin did for a while, Rock, but no one could go night to night to night to night to night like those two did.
Yeah. And whenever, especially when Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania came around, he stepped up.
Yes, he did.
So, but when Shawn Michaels got introduced as a first inductee, which surprised me, I thought it was a little early, but why not?
I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't do it. I'm kind of surprised. We know Ric Flair went in as the first active.
Yeah, right.
But I think the second one should have been Shawn.
Yeah.
And I also have to agree with what Kevin Nash said. If they do build the Hall of Fame down in Orlando,
which they will,
and we're going to go, they should put a statue of Shawn Michaels out in front of it because it's Shawn.
Yeah, he made the WWE.
Yeah.
He helped make it.
He helped him make it. So. Along with guys like Hunter and
Taker.
Rock and Taker and Austin and Hogan and ooh yeah! Who still should be in my opinion.
God damn it. Anyway, but when he was announced, people were cheering, but then the music hit. I didn't think it was going to come out.
I marked out even more from that.
I was like,
And
he was like,
he came out,
did his firework thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you had to hear Michael Cole say, "Oh, I missed that." So he did.
Everybody missed it, Michael.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
But then just the people would not stop. Why would they? Of course, Shawn Michaels give them
Shawn is one of those guys that appreciated the fans before, and he let everybody know that. He knew that while we were there to see him, but I think he felt more like what Ozzy said. It was an honor for him to see the fans.
Yeah.
Ozzy has said it shouldn't be that way. It should be it's an honor for him to walk out on stage and see the fans there, rabid and ready to go and watch him.
I agree there.
Because there's, like we said, and we're going to say it a million more times, there was no one at that point in time when he was so hot, who could have touched him? No one.
No.
You know?
But, Shawn Michaels came out, got the mic. He's going to say what he said, and all of a sudden... Really? Del Rio?
Del Rio, you dumb motherfucker. That's twice.
Twice. I mean, jeez. I mean, he said, but you don't know that. Of course, he did the whole rundown. Shawn Michaels' history. No.
Yeah, important history.
Shawn Michaels is a part of history.
Damn right.
He ain't history.
He ain't history, but he's an important part.
No shit. But it comes out, I am going to be talk about insult. I'm going to be the new Mr. WrestleMania.
No.
And he does it. And then, oh!
Oh, that was nice.
Damn.
Because you stupid motherfucker, that's twice you've got knocked out with your glass-ass jaw. You pissed off a...
First you don't piss off a giant.
Yeah, pissed off a giant, then you pissed off a legend. I swear, if you pissed off Beth Phoenix and she knocks you out, I'm not going to stop laughing.
I'm laughing on the ground rolling.
I'm going to be rolling on my ass.
So, Shawn Michaels did it, he was like...
Yeah?
Like, that's it, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Took the scarf and went home.
Yeah, I love it. He dodged the boot.
He's like, yeah.
Dodged the boot with another one.
So, But also, what's the latest news we heard? He cut his hair!
Yeah.
How short, though? We haven't seen a pic.
I hope not that bad.
If he short like me, I'm gonna go nuts.
Well, he did it for
remember in 02, he cut it like right here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of... Yeah.
I think there's some place called Baldy's, but it's a non-profit...
It was some kind of shooting competition. Like a hunter thing.
I think...
But, hey, we haven't seen a pic, but hopefully...
I think it helps out, it's first...
I think May donated it to Locks of Love, maybe.
Locks of Love,
hey, why not?
I think it's good.
Because he didn't cut right here, because there's not much to cut off.
Well, yeah. Well, we all know that. Even Sean will tell you that.
Even Hunter joked about it. Hair plugs. Anyway.
Anybody who's seen the videos knows that I'm a little thin right back there, but that's okay.
That's okay. Hey.
I got the crow's nest working.
So anyway, Shawn Michaels, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
We look forward to the Hall of Fame ceremony. Of course, we're only playing an hour of it.
Yeah, but he'll probably be the last one.
Yeah, of course. He's the headliner.
Yeah.
The headliner.
The headliner.
Why not? So, that being said, we've gone almost 28 minutes. Why?
We still have one more section to do.
Yeah, and our YouTube account, we can't do it now, if you haven't noticed. So we're back for part 3. We'll talk about Rumble moments.
Yes.